So hey, what's up mga kote? It's me, Ate Mariel, at welcome sa Quadernos, where learning is the name of the game. So kung bago ka pa lamang sa aming YouTube channel, click mo na subscribe, like, and share button para mag-update ka sa aming mga videos. So samahan natin si Super K sa panibagong araw at panibagong lesson na ating matututunan dito sa Quadernos, at ang bagong lesson natin for today is about flowers, the reproductive organs of seed plants. So before we start our lesson, so meron tayong objectives for today. So malaman natin what are the parts or yung parang type ng mga reproductive organs na makikita natin sa flowers. So before we start, meron tayong panibagong trivia for today. So trivia. A person who studies animals is called zoologist. He studies animals' development, behavior, and diseases. So magkaiba pa rin po ang ating vet and zoologist. So, yung zoologist natin, he studies animals' development, behavior, and studies. So, yan ang ating trivia for today. So, pag tinanong kayo, who is the person who studied animals' behavior, development, and diseases, you will say zoologist. So, let's go to our lesson proper. Dito na tayo sa ating main lesson na flowers. So, next slide. So, nag-evolve yung ating kaya medyo. So, next, let's find out. So, flowers are reproductive organs of angiosperms. Angiosperms are flower-bearing seed plants. So, always remember that the angiosperms are flower-bearing seed plants. A flower has 4 whorls or circles or parts. So, doon sa mga susunod kong mga pictures or mga informations, that would be the 4 whorls or circles of a flower. So, next. So, number 1 is calyx. Not calyx from Unit series, charot. Not calyx from Unit series, but calyx as a part of 4 whorls or circles of a flower. So, calyx, C-A-L-Y-X. Outermost whorl or parang circle composed of 1 or more sepals. Sepals protect the flower while still a bud. So when we say sepal, siya nagpo-protect sa flowers while the flower is in the first stage of growth niya. So sa bud pa lang. So hindi pa siya mamumukadkad. Yung parang maliit pa lang na ganung bud. When you notice sa mga flowers, 'di ba, nagiging maliit muna siyang bud before siya magtalaga mamukadkad. So sepals protect the bud when the flower is still very young and new. So, corolla is the second whorl composed of 1 or more sepals. It attracts pollinators because of its color and fragrance. So, ang ating calyx, outermost. So, ito naman ang second na circle or whorl composed of 1 or more sepals. So, yung mga pollinators natin like bees, butterflies, because na-attract sila dahil sa color nito and sa fragrance. Next tayo, Androecium. Third whorl, which produces more pollen grains. It is made up of 1 or more stamens. So, yan. So, sa kanina, sepals siya. It is made with sepals. So, yung isa 1, yung isa 2 or more sepals. Ito naman made up of stamen. So, sa Gynoecium, houses of ovum. It is composed of 1 or more pistils found at the center of a flower. So, yan ang ating. So, maglagay tayo ng pen para syempre malala nyo. So, yan. Ito ang ating 4 whorls or circles or parts. So, next natin. So, yan. Nandito na tayo sa classification of flowers. Complete and incomplete flowers. So, that's the number 1 classification of our flower for today. And a flower is complete if it has 4 parts. An incomplete flower lacks any one of the 4 parts. What are the 4 parts na ba yun? So, this is the complete flower. Wait. Ayaw niya magpakita dito. Yan. So, meron siya ditong stigma. Oops. Nagna-neck siya. Di ako sanay sa PowerPoint, but it's pretty pa rin naman. So, sepal, stigma. So, mayroon ba tayo sa incomplete? Meron. So, sa pistil, ovule, and ovary, meron. So, sa pedicle, meron. Meron din tayong sepal. So, what's the missing part when it comes to incomplete flower? So, meron siyang, wala siyang anther. So, wala siyang anther. Wala siyang filament. O, meron siyang filament. So, wala din siya sa parts ng filament. And wala din siyang stamen. So, that's the difference between the complete and incomplete flowers. So, next. Oops. Nalagyan ng ink. Sorry. So, yan. A flower. So, number 2 is perfect and imperfect flowers. When we say perfect flowers, a flower is perfect if it contains both the essential parts, the Androecium and the Gynoecium. So, when we say Androecium uli, third world that contains or produces pollen grains, it is made up of one or more stamens and it is composed, yung Gynoecium naman natin is composed of one or more pistils. So, next tayo. An imperfect flowers lacks either one of the essential parts. If the flower contains only the Androecium, it is staminate flower. If it only contains Gynoecium, it is a pistillate flower. So, always remember this. So, yan. Ito, if the flower only contains Androecium, it is staminate. If Gynoecium naman, pistillate. So, next tayo. Regular and irregular flowers. So dito pala makikita nyo na kung ano yung difference ng regular and irregular. When we say regular, a flower is regular if the petals and sepals are the same sizes and shape. So, when we say regular, so equal lahat ng sizes ng and shapes ng ating petals and sepals. So, it is regular if the petals and sepals are of different sizes and shape. So, when we notice about this, so yan, when we say ganito, so nakita nyo naman, so super equal nung parts niya. So, na-distribute na maigi yung flowers. And if to naman, ito, medyo malaki to, tapos palit na siya. So, that would be the presentation of irregular flowers. Do you know the flowers in SpongeBob? So, it looks like this. That's a irregular flower. Parang may paganan siya eh. So, ganyan. So, that's irregular because they are differ in sizes of their petals and their sepals. So, yan. So, dito naman tayo. The ovary flowers may be hypogenous and epigenous. The ovary is hypogenous if the calyx and the corolla from the top of the ovary. So, if the calyx and corolla arise from the top of the ovary. If the epigenous is the calyx and the corolla arise from below the ovary. So, yan. This is the hypogenous. So, when we say hypogenous, if the calyx of the corolla arise from the top of the ovary. So, yan. So, ito meron palang perigenous but it is not mentioned in the book. And we have here the epigenous flowers. So, when we say epigenous, the calyx and the corolla arise in the ovary. So, notice the difference. So, that's the ovary of the flowers. So, next. So, yan. Tapos na ang ating lesson for flowers. So, thank you. Have a great day and God bless. So, click the thumbs up button if you like this video and leave a comment down below if you have suggestions, clarifications, and questions about our future videos. So, thank you. Have a great day and God bless you in my next video. Bye-bye.